Hey guys, I was a teenager in my late teens when the internet came out, and I was in my early 20s when Amazon came out. And I had the same friend who actually told me about silver and gold to I need to invest in Amazon. And I remember I had another friend that told me I needed to invest in the internet. Now this was the early stages, and I wasn't really I wasn't really a big fan of the internet, especially the first couple of years of it. I thought it was annoying. Of course, I got into it later, but I just felt like it was like something for for nerds. You know what I mean? Because back in the '80s and the '90s and stuff like that, computers were kind of like nerdy stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't really into that. I was more of an outdoorsy type of person, and I just remember that noise that the AOL made. That little screeching noise it made every time it turned on, it just drove me crazy, and it took a long time to come on. And I just thought, man, I just can't do it, And eventually, of course, I got into it. And then when Amazon came out, I wasn't big into reading books back then, and I just thought, it was it was going to be a bookstore, an online bookstore. And again, I wasn't really into the online stuff, and I'm just like, why would I invest in something I don't use? Because I was taught to invest things that you know about and things that you use. And I just thought it was silly that an online bookstore would even work. And then when my friend was telling me this, he was telling me about this guy named Jeff Bezos and his vision, and it's going to be more than a bookstore. And he was just so passionate about it. You know what I mean? And I just thought it was silly. So I missed out on those. I missed out on the internet, and Amazon, the .com bubble, and Amazon. And Amazon crashed during the .com bubble too. And I felt like my my choice was validated, and the rest is history. Now I'm in a new stage of my life, 20 something years later, 30 something years, whatever it is. I'm 48 now, and I've matured, and I've seen, different technologies come around and stuff like that. But obviously the biggest innovation we've ever had was the internet in my lifetime. The computers and the internet and stuff like that. And then, in 2020, when the scamdemic was going on, I just started to open my eyes, and I started learning about precious metals. I knew about gold and silver, but I didn't know what it was until I really got into it. And then that led me into fiat currencies and money and stuff like that. And then that ran me across Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, it was a cryptocurrencies. I've heard about cryptocurrencies. I actually heard about Bitcoin before 2020. But I thought all the cryptocurrencies were the same. I just put them in a basket. So what I did was I bought 3 cryptocurrencies. I bought Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. My same stacking strategy as my precious metals: gold, silver, and platinum. Platinum being Litecoin, Ethereum being silver, and obviously Bitcoin being gold. And I didn't think they were all the same, but the way people were telling me, that's what they were going to do. And I didn't realize the scarcity and the network and all this other stuff. I just thought, okay, well, this is going to be the future. Let me just put a little something on it. But as I started learning about my investments, and really digging into all of them to find out what was wrong with them, because I always kick the tires and figure out, try to poke the holes and stuff like that. It's just the way I operate. I started going down the rabbit hole of cryptocurrencies and everything else. And in a few months, I found out, and I found this out early, but I didn't believe it. I found out there's a difference between Bitcoin and cryptos. And once I found that out, and I really started reading the white papers and stuff like that, and I found out what Bitcoin was, I just could not believe that. I just couldn't believe what I was sitting on. And I kept learning about it, and I was like, wow, and 2.5 years later, almost, I'm still into Bitcoin and no other cryptocurrencies. And there's a reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin is the greatest invention since the internet, even better than Amazon, in my personal opinion. I missed out on those first two. So when people ask me, I got a comment the other day saying, "Oh, Jerry, you talk about Bitcoin like you're getting paid for it." You see the title of the video, the reason why I talk about Bitcoin so much. I talk about Bitcoin because I love freedom. I love real money. I love hard money. I love humans. I'm a constitutionalist at heart. I love the Declaration of Independence, and I love my country. And I truly, truly believe that Bitcoin is the way and the answer. And the reason I tell you guys this is because I love you guys, and I know how it is to not know about Bitcoin. But I do all I can in my little powers that I can to help you guys out to make sure you understand what it is and you guys buy some. And that's why I do it, because I love each and every one of you, and I love freedom, and I love this country. And I believe that freedom in the monetary sense will come through Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.